Hello. How are you folks? I should be a little bit louder. I messed with the settings a little bit. I do have a way to quickly manage that now, so let me know. Yes, hello. Yeah, I do like the El Camino car as well. I believe it is technically supposed to be a Ute, but I think it looks more like an El Camino personally. But yeah, Monster El Camino wasn't something I knew I needed in my life. You guys ready to get the show on the road? Let's see if we can get this going. Alright, so let's start off with this. This is a dirt sort of, how should I say this? It's a pre-show, right? So basically, while everybody's flowing, you know, we had a couple minutes of musics, and now if anybody else is a little bit late, they can come in and watch the end of this before we get all the other cars set up. So it gives people another like 10-15 minutes before the actual racing starts. I asked people to make me some essentially monster trucks or trophy trucks, something along those lines, to do this track that you see around you with large jumps and whatnot. About last night sometime, 2 days ago, I don't remember. And this is what we end up with. I don't know anything about these. I don't know their stats. I don't know anything. I made the American one to, I don't know, try to take back the Holy Land from the Hebrews over here. I don't know. We'll see how this works. I did learn some new camera tricks, so we'll see how that goes. This is going to be a one-lap race, by the way. It's an elimination challenge. So, I'm not ready for this. There we go. How old am I? I am 24. Alright, we see the Doba truck up front here. It's an elimination style thing, so basically whoever finishes last or does not finish at all will not make it into the next dirt race, and we're just going to keep going until we have one left. So you see him going over the jumps here. We'll kind of just watch this first one before we get into too much of the technical details, but it should be pretty obvious. Doba's still doing good here. We have the Sand Crusher mixed with the Hebrew Dirt Monster, I believe it was called, as they go over the tough jump here. I don't know who all is going to make it. Looks like, oh, my car is going to, yeah, I think I'm going to be the one not making it this time. So it looks like I'm eliminated. As they come around to take the checkered flag for the first race, it's going to be the Doba truck, followed by the Sand Crusher, the Hebrew Dirt Monster, and the fucking Ute, I believe, is the terminology used to describe the green El Camino looking thing. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and remove my car, and we're going to run them again. Same deal. So it looks like we have good acceleration out of the Hebrew Dirt Monster, but just a little bit too much acceleration. Not enough grip on this dirt with the light weight is my guess, and he keeps getting loose. But we watch the Doba truck. Seems to be pretty consistent. Whoops, wrong button. See if we can follow him around this corner. They're all pretty even, to be honest. I love watching this. This is fucking hilarious. These are great. Oh, and there goes the El Camino. He's done this time. Oh, Doba also with some suspension issues. That's going to allow him to not be the winner of this one. So it's either going to be the Sand Crusher or the Hebrew Dirt Monster on this race. And it looks like it's going to be... Oh, it's close. This one goes to the Dirt Monster. Dirt Monster wins this one, as the Doba crawls into a third place after winning the first one. I'm going to let him finish here. A DNF is an automatic disqualification for the next race. So as long as he finishes, which he does, even with a broken suspension, he will move on. But this does mean that our poor old Ute or El Camino, whichever you prefer, is going to be gone. And we'll start him up again. I love how different the results are for this type of racing. Pretty much everything else, if you run it multiple times the exact same way, usually the same car will win. Sometimes you'll have some oddities, but generally the same car will win. And this is just, it's different like every time. We once again see the Doba out front with the Sand Crusher, not too far behind. None of these vehicles have had any trouble getting over the gap in the middle of the track. So we'll see. Might just be a battle of who's faster, not of who gets caught up on the gap. Speaking of the gap, here it comes. We'll see how they do. Oh! Doba is done. Doba is done after winning the first race, too. And they're going to come around. There's not quite enough speed to make it all the way over the jump. He's still going to finish it, but he's not going to be able to finish first or second. He's going to not get into that transfer spot. As the Sand Crusher now takes the third race. We've had 3 races, 3 different winners. As it comes down to the final race between the Dirt Monster and the Sand Crusher. Let's go ahead and remove this guy. And this will be the last one. A fierce battle. Both of these drivers, or competitors, vehicles, have won 1 race. Oh, almost flipping over the Dirt Monster is that time. This needs a little bit more weight, I think, and he wouldn't have that issue. But currently the Sand Crusher is leading as we follow along with the Dirt Monster. Making a nice jump there. Both of those, actually. Gaining a little bit of ground on the Sand Crusher. Now around the tight bend. Up onto the berm, the embankment there. Not a bad turn by either of them, but now they approach... Oh, that was a beautiful jump by both of them. Now they approach the gap. And they both make the gap. It's going to come down to who's faster. Last corner is still Sand Crusher, but not by a lot. And it's going to be the Sand Crusher. Takes it. That was close, though. That was good racing. No Tuner Street class for today. That's next season. I don't know. I thought I made it clear. Apparently not. Yeah, I didn't think we'd be able to get it ready in time for this season, so it's a next season thing. Turns out we would have had it time and ready if I would have attempted to make it ready in time, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, that's the next season thing. I don't even have the rules finalized yet. I think I'm going to institute a 400 horsepower rule. Because I think they're going to be too fast otherwise. Alright, well, let's do a quick intermission here. I'll throw up the overlay while I get these cars in. We're going to do the lightweight class first, followed by the AK class. We're going to do the entire season of the lightweight first. I can throw music on too. Liat, I have to get the cars in before we can start the race. Alright, I think I got them all in here. This should be our lightweight class. We have the Sprinter, the Turbo, Lynx 817 Turbo, the Boyga, the Carmelite, the 56 MK2, Liad Swedish car over there, and the Frantic. Liad, this is the one for, this right here is the lightweight, right? Just double checking. Both your cars are the same color. I just want to double check. This is the one for lightweight. Cool. Alright, I still do need to set them up here, but this will be quick. This is going to be so much easier than the last stream. Yep, come on, there we go. Alright, I'm going to start them off here. Maybe. I heard something break again. No, that's the Sprinter, that's right. Oh, I put them on the dirt. Why are they on the dirt track? Did I load the wrong thing? I must have loaded the wrong thing. Oh, I loaded 2 of them on the wrong thing, that's right. Fair enough. Let's not have these do dirt. Seems like a bad idea. Maybe a fun idea. We might have to check that out later, although I don't think any of them will make it across the gap. Come on. There we go. Let's try this one more time. Not here. There we go. That's better. All right, let's get them spread out a little bit. We'll start them out here. I just want to get them spread out. All right. Right off the bat, we do have Liad's Swedish car. Let's do a little bit of an introduction here. So what we know about this car is that it is a 4-liter boxer 6 engine with 450-ish horsepower, front engine, front-wheel drive, naturally aspirated. It is its first season in this series. The Sprinter, this is your defending champion. A 3.5-liter inline 4, as a very squeaky car goes up my street. You've got an issue, my dude. It's inline 4, only 276 horsepower. It's not very powerful. It's actually our second least powerful car in the series, despite winning the previous season. It's a rear engine, rear wheel drive turbo. You wouldn't think it's a rear engine by looking at it, but apparently it is. And this is second season, season 0 champion. Next we have the Lynx 817 Turbo. This is the newer version of the regular Lynx 817 from last season. This is your season 0 runner-up. A 2.4-liter boxer 6 with 425 horsepower. Another rear engine, rear wheel drive, just like actually your top 3 from last season were all rear engine, rear wheel drive vehicles, all turboed as well. This is your 3rd place in season 0. There's a, oh no, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong thing. This is 2nd place, right? This was 2nd place season 0. Yeah, we already went through that. But your 3rd place, this was looking at 2.2-liter boxer 4, 572 horsepower, rear engine, rear wheel drive. Again, this is your 3rd place vehicle. All top 3 from last season were rear engine, rear wheel drive. So if you don't have a rear engine, rear wheel drive, and you are doing poorly in this competition, maybe think about getting one. Also turbo. And this is your 3rd place vehicle from last season. Here we have the Carmelite. It's a 2.7-liter boxer 6, 331 horsepower, front engine, front wheel drive turbo. And this is this car's first season competing. We have the 56 MK2. This is the only car competing in both series. So it's very interesting. It is both an 8K car and it is a lightweight car. So we'll see how it does. This is its 2nd season. It's been updated. It did not do well at all in the original season 0, the testing season. So we'll see how it does now. It is a 2-liter V6 with 229 horsepower, front engine, rear wheel drive, which I believe is a terrible combination, but we'll see if he can make it work. And it is naturally aspirated. And who have we not gone? We haven't done this guy. This is the Frantic from Spunkle. It's a 4.3-liter V8. 725 horsepower. It's a mid-engine car, the only mid-engine car in this series, period. In the lightweight series. also the only all-wheel drive car, except for Liad's car. Liad changed it. He was front-wheel drive. I want to make that correction. The blue car up all the way up front is now all-wheel drive. I forgot to change that in my info. But this is also naturally aspirated, and it is first season competing. And is that everybody? I think it is. Did we go through everybody? We did. All right. Well, let's continue then. Let's put it back on our leader here. And continue our first race. This is a 2-lap race, I believe. Yes, 2-lap race. And this is the alternate route, starting off. 7 vehicles. And the MK2 spins out way quick. Meanwhile, the 44 car, the Frantic, takes the lead. Very high-pitched vehicle there. We see Liad's car in second, battling with the 817. 817, your runner-up from last season. And in fourth place, your defending champion. Pretty far back there for being a defending champion. So they're going to come around. Going to have to go through the corkscrew here. We'll see how they do. 5, 6 cars through, and I believe we're still waiting on the 56, who may not have made it. But the 44 has just taken off. With no competition. The 817 has taken second, it looks like, as they make their way to their second and final lap. Now, this is a hard part of the track, because you gotta get really slowed down here, and if your brakes aren't set up correctly, you will spin out coming down that hill, trying to slow it down. But it looks like everybody here did really well. And we see the 56 car there, out of the race. Liad still holding on to third, just barely. The Sprinter very close. Second, third, and fourth have a little group going. We'll try and focus on them. Sprinter, once again, your defending champion, all the way back in fourth now. Looks like Liad trying to make a pass on the 817. Not sure if it's going to happen. He gets a little bit more ground here. It looks like the 817 gets a little loose. That's going to allow Liad to challenge him for that second position. Liad's going to take it in these little short bursts of acceleration. Meanwhile, the 44 car has checked out. Oh, but the straight line speed of the 817 takes it back. Let's go back to focusing on the 44. And 44 will be your winner, followed by the 817, Liad, and the Sprinter. So that's 44, 44, 34, and Liad, what's your number? 22. All right, let me update that before I forget. 44 gets 3 points. 2 points goes to the 34. And Liad gets a point. Only points for the first 3 vehicles. If you don't remember that from last season. Wait, are there 3 laps? Oh, hold on. We've made a mistake. This race has 3 laps, apparently. We're still going, folks. We're still going. We have a chance. I didn't realize. That's a mistake on my part. This is a 3-lap race. So Liad still has a chance to get second. Your defending champion still has a chance to get a podium spot and get some points. 44 has a chance to mess it up. That's strange. I thought I checked this first race very well. 44 is still checked out. Let's focus on these second through fourth here. They spread out a little bit, but I still think it's anybody's game. Through the corkscrew, nothing too much here. And I believe the 817 is a little bit better after the corkscrew. Alright, let's try this one more time. Hopefully there's not 4 laps. It's going to be the 44. The 34. Liad. The Sprinter in 4th. The Boyga, the Carmi Elite, and a DNF for the 56 car. Let's double check. Let's make sure they are. Yeah, okay, we're done. Everybody's done. Good brakes on the 44, the 34, the 101, and Liad. Not so great brakes for the Carmi Elite, the Sprinter, and I think that's all we had. But, alright. And you guys will see how quick that we can just move on to the next race. All I have to do is go over here, and it's going to be laggy as hell, but we're going to be able to do it. And that's a race loaded up for him. Now, BeamNG, I know you're not listening, devs, but if I could just have one up here at the top like I have for the play and the stop buttons, but for loading a line, that would make my job a lot easier. Also, if you could make this screen not lag like a bitch, that'd also be really cool. I don't remember if we got this one already. I'm losing track. Did we get... I don't know. It makes it a lot harder when you forget which ones you've already done, too. I think we got all of them. It'll be obvious if I don't. Alright, and we can just start it up for the second race. Maybe. Here we go. Oh, and what I forgot to do, check this out. This is your second track. This is the West Coast Long, which this says 3 laps. I think I just got them mixed up. I think this is 2 laps, and the last one was 3 laps. So we'll see whether this one is 2 or 3. I have 3 marked down here, but I think this was only 2. I can't imagine I did 3 laps around this place. But you can see your track there. Fancy, fancy. The green line is where you go. That's where the race is. Oh, did I break it? There we go. And we'll start them off again here. I'm going to restart that. Looks like we had a bad start for the Sprinter there. I should probably focus on him. That's my fault. Just cycle through him here. That should fix it. There we go. Sometimes the cars just don't start properly. That's a little bit unfair. So I like to see everybody get a good start. Around the first corner, we have the Frantic again up in first. Just like crazy speed. And once again, second and third fight between Liad and the 817. It actually looks like the exact same, pretty much the exact same way we had it for the last track. Yeah, same order right now they finished in for the last race, but the Sprinter now trying to take third away from Liad. Oh, and the 44 goes off the track. Too much speed. He's into the wall. That's going to probably end his race. He spins out. That's going to allow the 817 to take the lead. And the Sprinter's going to go ahead and take second place for a second, but Liad immediately takes it back. Now down the long straightaway. This is where your straight line speed is really going to matter. And it looks like the 817 has it. But the Carmi Elite, with the straight line speed, is able to pick up a couple spots, it looks like. Puts him into fourth. Looking for some points here. 817 has now checked out. Liad in second. Sprinter third. Carmi Elite fourth. Boyga fifth. And the 44 is coming back. He's still going to be a force to be reckoned with, I think. As they go through the corkscrew, everybody's okay. But the 44, he's coming. Oh, Lord, he's coming. So they make their way to the start-finish line to begin the second lap. I believe there's only 2 laps. And the Sprinter now going to work on second place. Your defending champion. And he crosses the line in second. He's got pretty good straight line speed. Carmi Elite looking for third. As the 44 makes his way with damage, catching up to the back of this pack. Carmi Elite dropped down now. Not so good with these corners. Back into 4th place. Let's focus on the 44 here for a second. What kind of damage does he have? So he's got some major front end damage. It's got to be affecting him aerodynamically. He's lost a mirror on the left side, but he's going to be passing these guys pretty soon. He does a lot better with this corner this time. And now he's making his passes. Oh, it is a little bit fast again. Let's see how he does in the straight line. Does he have the straight line speed to get back up into second position here? Oh, he does. An amazing comeback story, putting Liad back to third. I don't think he's going to be able to catch the 817. But good lord. Oh, no. Oh, he's off the track. Is he going to be able to hold on to it? He does, just barely. That is insane. And it looks like the Sprinter has now taken back third place. Liad will be fourth and the Carmi Elite fifth currently, as they head towards the corkscrew. Let's get a camera set up for this. Third place Sprinter, fourth place Liad, fifth place Carmi Elite, sixth place Boyga, as they head through the S's to the start-finish line. Will the 44 be able to make it? That's going to be close, but no. Sprinter will get third. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, that's Sprinter. Sprinter gets third. Liad and Carmi Elite coming fourth and fifth, and Boyga in sixth. And 56, once again, I don't think making it. All right, I'm going to need some help. What was the standings there? It was the 817-1, correct? Dark blue car gets 3 points. 2 points to the 44. And 1 point for... Who got third there? It was the Sprinter, right? Sprinter gets 1 point. Let me know if that's wrong. Alright, second race down. 4 to go. We'll load up track 3 here. Well, I'll show you guys track 3 while I do this. There we go. That's efficient, right? Track 3, this is West Coast Short. You can see it there. It's short track. I believe this is 4 laps. So we'll see what happens here. Your car's really good from going from 100 to 200. Yeah, well, that was very obvious. If you can get it to corner a little bit better on those like big wide corners in the turns, you'd have a really competitive car. As of right now, I think you're just kind of like mid-range. But some of these tracks is like long straightaways, and it really features that. You might do really well here. Alright, I think I loaded all these guys up. We'll see here. Let's make sure we count 7 cars first off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're good. So we're going to go through this little interchange here. As the 56 spins out immediately. Going to come around here and straight through. And we know the track from here. From here is pretty much the same exact thing, except when they go to that long straight, instead of the long straight, they're going to make a right turn back to this that sort of little track there. Good luck, Liad. You're in second right now. So we see the usual order of cars to begin the race. The 44 up front, followed by Liad and the 817 competing for second. Sprinter in fourth. Fifth, we have the Carmi Elite, and sixth, the Boyga. As the 817 now takes second away from Liad. Those two battling like crazy throughout this entire season. By the way, the Frantic and the 817 are tied in points for first and second, and Liad and the Sprinter are tied for third and fourth. Nobody else has any points right now. And the 44 once again just checking out as they make their way. They're on the second lap now. Fierce competition between the 817 and the Liad's Swedish vehicle. That I wish had a better name than Liad's Swedish car. And then again, the other car that he gave a name to, I am not going to try to pronounce, so maybe Liad's Swedish car is better. Important note, the Frantic and Liad are both all-wheel drive cars, while the 817 back there is rear-wheel drive. Also, the Frantic, the one you see up front, the 44 car, is also the only one in the series with a mid-engine. So maybe that is the key to getting up front. On their third lap now, pretty spread out. 44 still has the lead. Liad keeping second from the 817 pretty successfully. 56 still having a rough day. I think the 44 might have had an issue there. I think he slowed down a bit. I think he might have got loose. He seems a little bit closer now, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, and something happens. I'm not entirely sure what. He slams into the wall. This might allow Liad to take the lead. It does. Liad now leading. Followed closely by the 817. I believe they're on lap 4 now, the final lap. Issues for the 44 car puts it out of the race. This also puts the Sprinter into third place. He'll be getting points if he keeps his spot. But we know that Liad's car and the 817 are both very competitive with each other. So the 817 might be able to take it back, but Liad's already got a pretty good lead. Also, Liad, I can see these goddamn mirrors from like a mile in the sky. We're like fucking 30,000 feet up right now. I can still see these huge fucking mirrors. Liad's gonna bring it around. And I think that's it. Yeah, I heard him let off the gas. Yep, that's it. So that's Liad. Then the 817, then the Sprinter. Carmi Elite, then the Boyga. Liad, you gotta win. It's Liad 3 points, 817 2 points, and 1 point for the Sprinter. Alright, I've got that set up. You gotta win, Liad. Congrats. Let's try to load the 4th race here. Oh well, I put the 4th race on the thing. There you go, race 4. Race 4, bud. So this is the West Coast Long Alternate. You can see we have the typical West Coast USA just normal track, but instead of continuing through the long straight, they then take the little kind of iffy straight. Then they're going to make a really sharp turn and go through some S's that we saw them go through in, I believe, the first race. And then they're going to hop back onto the regular track and finish off that lap. Sorry for the clicking. Blame BeamNG if you can hear it. Alright, I think I've got them all loaded up. Once again, we're gonna have to double check. Alright. I'm gonna hit play here. We'll make sure we have 7 again. Oh, my dog wants in. Hold on. Come on. You want in or not? Come on. No? Alright. I guess he didn't want in. You want to see a win so far? Alright, give me a second. There you go. There's a little bit of white at the bottom, but, you know, deal with it. It's not in order either, but like you can do math. I'm not gonna do all the work here. You got to do something. All right. You guys see what you got to see? Looks like the Lynx 817 is in first. Second is the Frantic, and third is Liad with 4 points. Only other car with points is the Sprinter with, well, it'll be 2 points here once I update it. There we go. It's updated. Now he has 2 points. There you go. And let's make sure 44 got a bad start, so we're going to restart anyway. But do we have 7 cars here? 1, 2, 3. I only see 6. Who did I fuck up? Who was it? It was the Carmi Elite. I fucked up the Carmi Elite. Alright, that's fine. Where's he at? Right here. He's right in the middle. That's the easiest place for me to lose track. You're not going to get a point if I don't put your car in the race. There we go. Alright, let's try this one more time. There we go. Cycle through them a bit. And we're good. Alright. Liad gets a little bit of a bump there, but immediately the 44 is going to rocket ahead once again. 56 spins, as per usual. Close race for second place between Liad and 817 once again. Then again, so far this is the exact same race as the second one. It'll change once we get up here to the long straight again, though. So here you see they're going to go around this little interchange again. Or attempt to, at least. We'll see how well they actually do it here. Yeah, so far so good for the first 4. Carmi Elite have maybe a little bit of issue, but he makes it. They do pretty well there. Oh! Okay, he's good. I thought I saw smoke billowing out of the 44, but he's good. Maybe just some brake dust or something. So now they're heading back through the little S-bend area, the multiple S's that we saw in the first race. And they're going to come back around and do the same lap. I believe this is a 2-lap race. That's what I have wrote down. We'll see if that's actually accurate. But Liad in third in this race, 817 in second. 44 just has crazy acceleration. What's he running at? It's a 4.3 liter V8 making 725 horsepower. He does have more horsepower than any other vehicle in this competition. Second most horsepower would be the Doba Boyga, making 572 horsepower. But the Frantic is a mid-engine all-wheel drive versus the Boyga's rear-engine rear-wheel drive. Frantic also running a naturally aspirated car, so we'll see what that has to do with it. Meanwhile, he has checked out, as usual, but we know he's not consistent. He does have issues just running into walls, just like the 56 runs into walls. Still see the 817 in second, Liad third, Sprinter, I believe that is, fourth. Fifth being the Carmi Elite, and sixth being the Boyga. There he is. The Boyga. Coming around the S's here. Gonna head back into the interchange. We'll see how he does. He gets through it all right. Yeah, it looks like everybody's gonna make it. So just to show you guys exactly what happens after the interchange, we'll ride along with the sprinter here. They're going to go around this. Instead of going straight like they did in the other race, they're going to make a sharp left-hander onto the S's we saw in the first race, and that's where that comes from. You can find the 44 again. Actually, we'll ride along with Liad here in third place. And it looks like this is pretty much going to be how they finish, unless the 44 has an issue, which it looks like he's not going to this time. Watch him go through the corkscrew. That's the last tough part. Looks like he has some maybe brake heat issues. I saw some white smoke pouring out of the front area of his vehicle. That could be the brakes. That's maybe why he performs so poorly later in races. But not going to be the case this time, as he takes the win by a matter of about 300 car lengths, maybe? I think he won. Should we double check? Yeah, he's stopping. He won. Second place is going to be 817. Third place, Liad. Fourth place, Sprinter. Fifth place, Carmi Elite. Sixth place, Boyga. I'm going to predict it. This was the Frantic getting another win. Second place was the 817. Very consistent, the 817 is. And first place was, or sorry, third place was Liad. Alright, there's your updated standings. Once again, Carmi Elite not doing a great job of stopping, but so be it. Slow these guys up. This is going to be the second to last race now. Just 1 point separating the 817 and the Frantic. Both pretty far ahead of third place, though, which would be Liad. Let's try and load these guys up. The screen is so laggy. I just want it to work. That's all I want. Can you guys hear how much I have to click this? Here, I'll put it up to the mic. Once I get this open, put it right up here, and then just, there we go, I got it. That was a pretty quick one. That was a quicker one than I normally have. Normally it takes about 3 times that many clicks. Oh, it's showing up on the mic now. You can hear the clicks. I see it. Alright, track 5. I'll throw it up here on the overlay. Get rid of the standings. Oh, you know, they're not going to be there anyway. You can see we have the... This is West Coast Short Extended Double Chicane. So we have 2 chicane areas there that I feel might trip people up. And a super tight right-hander. Would that be a right-hander? Yeah, you're going that way. It'd be a right-hander onto the S's, but backwards. So it's going to be an interesting course. There we go. I think I've got these guys loaded up again. Once again, we're going to have to count to 7. Make sure I have everybody. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like we're good. And everybody takes the chicane. Alright, we're good. Oh, Frantic immediately losing it. Out of the very first chicane. I don't know if he's going to be able to make up spots. So the 56 is out. The Frantic is having a hard time getting back going. I don't know if he stalled it or what happened. He's going to shortcut the course and just run immediately into these tire barriers. And he's gonna be done. Yep. I forgot I had a camera. Here we go. Alright, so who's up front? Looks like it's gonna be 817. Yeah, 817 is your leader right now. Followed closely by the Sprinter. Sprinter might be able to get a win here. Your defending champion. Liad is in third, battling with the Karmi Elite for points. Karmi Elite still no points. But he's trying. As they go backwards through these S's, this is a 2-lap race I have down here. I think it might actually be 3. I can't remember. No longer a battle for third as Liad secures that position. They go through the fast little swoop right there. I don't know what to call that area. The fast transfer on the other part of the track. Looks like Sprinter may be making up some ground on the 817. No 44 in this race anymore. He decided to end his life pretty early after that spin out. He just sent it into the wall. Sprinter battling for the second place, or battling for the first place, rather. Oh, but he goes a little bit wide. Gets a little loose. And now Liad's going to try to take it from him. Liad now battling for second place. Liad goes up on 2 wheels. Just a very tight battle. Liad bests him, though, out of the second chicane. Now on their second lap, which I believe may be their last. You think, hey, you're putting on this event, you should know these type of things. You're right, I should. But you know what? Go fuck yourself. Sprinter loses a little bit of ground there. A little bit shaky. Going around that little tight corner, but now Liad looking towards first. .817 still currently holding the lead. Your current leader by points as well right now, by 1 point over the 44 who is out of this race. Actually, I believe if the 817 wins this race, I believe that just gives him the championship, if I'm not mistaken. Getting a little bit loose there, a little squirrely it looks like, though. Liad might be able to take it back. Liad hard on the brakes, gaining ground. But the 817 has a lot better straight line speed, and that's where he's getting them. Sprinter still in third, Karmi Elite in fourth. Oh, a little bit loose again. He's gonna go across start finish line. We'll see if this is the end of the race or the beginning of the third lap. It's looking like it's the end. Oh, no, yep, this is the end. Okay. So it is the 817, Liad, and... Oh, good luck. What is this camera? I believe this is one of the wrecked cars. And the Sprinter in third. Let me mark those down right now. The 817 was your winner. Then Liad in second. And third was the Sprinter. There we go. Karmi Elite will be fourth. Looks like he's having some brake issues as well. And fifth will be the Boyga. Good lord, what is this camera? Okay. Check out the 44 here. Yeah, he has, he had some issues there, for sure. And we have one race left, but it does not really matter, because as you can see, we have a champion now. Hopefully that's actually visible. I don't think it's cut off at all. Let me know if it's cut off. But the 817 has 12 points, while the Frantic only has 8. So that is mathematically not possible for the Frantic to win the championship here. It is possible for Liad to get second place instead of the third where he currently is. And then we have the Sprinter in fourth, your defending champion, with only 3 points. He can either get tied for fourth if the Boyga, Carmelite, or 56, which I doubt, end up winning the race, and the Sprinter finishes fourth or worse. But it's going to be the Lynx 817 winning the championship. Second place will be either the Frantic or Liad's Swedish car. And it's looking like fourth, after the second and third place gets sorted out, will be the Sprinter. And we'll see if possibly the Boyga, Carmelite, or 56 can gain at least 1 point to solidify a fifth place position in the championship. But we'll have to see. We'll have to load them up here. You can still be fourth, yes. It's possible too. You're up there. You're close. Just haven't quite managed to pull it off. We've already been going for an hour? That's surprising. I guess we did have like the dirt race and whatnot. Come on, track 6. There we go. All right. Let's hit play and make sure we have everybody here. Oh, also an important note. Let's check out the track real quick so I can show you a little bit easier. So this is track 6. This is West Coast Hilltop Alt Reverse with the chicane. If you can see the arrow there, that is where we're at right now. The double yellow line for the drag racing track, the drag strip, is going to be the start-finish line. This is a 3-lap race. They're going to go down and immediately make that super hard left-hander onto the S's. After the S's, they're going to make another super hard left-hander up and do the backwards hilltop area. And then come down, do a chicane, and come back to this spot. So this is going to be a very interesting race. This might lead to some unpredictable results. It's a very tough track. So that being said, we now know that the start-finish line is the WL lines right here where we are at. And I'm going to unpause, and we'll just make sure we have everybody with us. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we missing somebody? Oh, is there someone? Nope. I think there's 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're good. All right. We can keep it going. 44 takes first off the bat. Sprinter goes wide there as they move on to the S's portion of the track. Sprinter battling with Liad for third place. Liad ends up taking it. Sprinter goes wide again. It's going to allow the Carmi Elite to battle him for fourth place, as Liad battles now for second. And they're both right up there with the leader, too. 44 has not been able to check out. As I say that, there he goes. And right here, this is going to be a tough turn. This is going to be a really tough turn. They're going to make this 180-degree left turn right here onto this other portion of the track. Sprinter having a hard time back there. This is another tough turn. They're not used to this going backwards here. Downhill, fast curve, followed by a place where you can really open it up. Liad's not going to be having a good time here. I believe he has the worst straight line speed of these other top cars here. We know the 817 has better straight line speed, and I believe the 44 as well also has better straight line speed. But Liad being better in the corners will really help with the chicane and this part following it. As they're now on their second lap of 3 in the final race for the lightweight championship. Carmi Elite has made his way up to 4th. Past the Boyga and the Sprinter. He just needs someone up here to mess up and he will have a point. Solidify the 5th place spot. But currently, as it runs, we have the Frantic, the 817, and Liad's Swedish car. Pretty spread out as well. No close battling like we've had in the previous races. Oh, 817 gets a little bit loose there. Gonna allow Liad to gain some ground. It's not going to be enough. Around this corner again. Liad does better in that corner, but the straight line speed of the 817, he's going to leave him in the dust. You can hear the brake squealing or tires squealing. I'm not sure what it is from one of these cars. I can't tell which car right now, but somebody might be having some brake issues. Liad gaining ground, looking for 2nd place. Carmi Elite not too far behind either. We are in the final lap now. 44 has checked out. It took him a while this time, but he did do it. The battle now is between the 2nd and 3rd place, though. It's the only real battle on the track. I guess we do have a battle for 5th place, it looks like, back there. Between the Boyga and the Sprinter. But that doesn't matter as much as these two battling for 2nd here. The 34 car, the Lynx 817 Turbo, and Liad's Swedish car, which is Liad's Swedish car. Come around this fast turn one more time. See if we can focus on the 44 here. See, he goes around this last chicane and across the double yellow lines to signify his finishing position, which will be 1st. And we're going to see who comes down 2nd. It's going to be the 817. Followed by Liad in 3rd. 4th place will be the Carmi Elite. No points for him, unfortunately. 5th place will be the Sprinter, and 6th place the Boyga. In the 56 gets his 7th DNF. Unfortunately. Sorry, buddy. Alright, let's mark that in here real quick. That was the Frantic getting another win. 2nd place was the 817, right? And 3rd place was Liad one more time. Alright, I'm going to sort these real quick. Hopefully I do this right. It's going to be data, sort range. I want to sort column B, no, column H. Did we do it? Sort? Heck yeah. There you go. Those are your final standings. M4R71N 2010, who needs a better, easier to say name, in the 34, Lynx 817T will be your winner with 14 points. Only 2 wins, but every time he did not win, he finished 2nd place. It's an incredibly consistent vehicle. And he beat out the faster car being the Frantic. Frantic had 3 wins, but with 2 DNFs, or, well, the one might not have been, I can't remember if the first one was a DNF or not, but with 2 bad races, that does put him in 2nd position in the overall championship. So he just needs to be a little bit more consistent. He'll be able to compete with the Lynx 817. He's already competing with the Lynx 817, but he'll be able to possibly, for next season, take that 1st spot. Liad gets 3rd with 8 points. Also fairly consistent. I believe he did finish 4th in the 2nd race. He did pick up a win, though, and as well as 3 third-place finishes and a 2nd-place finish. Not too bad. The Sprinter, your defending champion, finishes 4th in the season, in season 1, with 3 third-place finishes. Compared to last season, when he won nearly every race. This is a big game changer. It just goes to show how much these cars have changed. The Sprinter has turned from the ultimate best car by far, unequivocally, I don't know if that's the right word, nobody could beat him, to a mid-range 4th place car. So he needs to update that, or get a new one. I believe there's issues updating it with the suspension or something. But we'll have to see what he can bring for Season 2. But that's going to do it for the Lightweight Championship. We're going to have to move on to the 8K class. We're going to have to get those cars loaded up. We might have issues here, because we did have a late entry for the 8K class, and that puts us up to 11 cars. And I don't know if my frames are going to be able to take it, to be honest. So we're going to have to see here. Let me get my info switched over. And we're going to load these up. This is going to take a minute, so I'll go ahead and we'll do some musics. Dog wants in again. Let's see if he actually wants in. There you go. Go lay down somewhere. Ask my computer if it can handle it. I'd love to. Where's the dog tax? I don't have a dog tax, unfortunately. He went over to his bed, though. I can get you a picture later. I'll post it on the site. Do you guys agree or disagree? There's a recent post on the site about we should have, or we could have, made this exist in the automation forums instead of making our own site. Do you guys think we should have done that? Or would you prefer having the site be its own thing? We're too far in to change it now anyway, but just out of curiosity, what are your thoughts? Because I don't necessarily disagree. We could have. My thoughts are what the orange monstrosity creator have smoked. Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. Leod, where's your other car? Here it is. I can't spawn another one? Are you kidding me? Oh, do I have to click it first? There we go. I thought it was going to let me spawn 11 cars. I thought we hit the limit or something. Like, I'm pretty sure I've spawned 11 before. Alright, do we have 11? Let's make sure we have everybody here. Let me go through the list. Alright, I actually have to scroll. I have to make this window bigger. Because there's so many goddamn cars in this race. Okay. I'm going to go through it with my list and just fact check it with the list on screen. So we have the Tapuzit, which is right there. Alright. The Arafura FST, right there. Montavio 650R. I know we had that. There it is. The Sky Bullet. I know he's there too. I just don't see him right now. There he is. The Valiant 3500 GTS. The Musala. Right there. Yakuma Type R. We got him in there. Liad's other Swedish car, which is the Herhuit Hahat Trozat. I'm sure that was about like 13% correct. Now we have the 56 again. No changes for that. The Risuki Flare Star, right there. And the Valor Speedster. There we are, that's everybody. Do we have any extras that we accidentally put in here? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on. Hold on here. There's 12. Why are there 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we have 2 of the... Okay, we still have the Frantic on track. We still have the Frantic. Alright, let's get rid of the Frantic here. Where's he at? Is this him? Let's unpause. Yeah, this is the Frantic. Okay, let's get rid of him. There we go. That should be everybody. Okay, so... I guess I should see whether or not our frames will work on this. Pause seems to do alright. What if I unpause it? It's a little sketchy. I don't know about that. 11 cars. That's a lot. Yeah, those frames are not great. Alright, so we have to make a decision here, maybe. What we can do is we can either run it with the frames that we have, which I don't have a way to tell you how many frames we're getting right now, but I can tell you it's not a lot. We can drop off a car. I think 10 will work fine. I tested it with 10 before, and that's at least doable. So we can either get rid of the late entry. We can get rid of the 56, which is not going to be competitive. It's fairly obvious. He literally DNF'd the entire last series. I'm sorry, but he's not going to. It's the same tracks. It's the exact same tracks, the exact same lines. We know that there's just no reason for it to exist. Essentially, we already know how it's going to perform. Say Herhuit Hahat Surzat. Yeah, I just said it. There you go. Here horror. Here's a whore and it's got a hot trot. There you go. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna attempt that anymore. Say something I regret. Yeah, so I say we just get rid of the 56. I hope that Mr. Who is it? X Sneaky X Sim X would not be too upset. I don't think he's here right now to give us permission, but I think I'm just going to make an executive decision. Once again, it's the exact same tracks. Why not both? Him and the late entry? I don't see a reason to get rid of late entry. I think 10 gives us a better frame rate. Let's unpause and try it again. That's much better already. It's still not great, but it seems at least like viewable. I vote 54. Is there even a 54? Oh, there is. The Sky Bullet. Yeah, I mean, Are you the creator of the Sky Bullet? Or no? Because if you're not the creator of the Sky Bullet, then I haven't heard from the Sky Bullet guy in weeks. You'd create an actual car. I don't know what that means. This frame rate's fine. All right, we'll start it out with this. If we have to figure out something later, we can. I think 10 will be okay. Let me just double check. There's only 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. We'll try it out. Oh god, and this screen is going to be terrible too now. You thought it was bad before? Get ready. So far, so good, actually, on getting these loaded in. Oh, now we're having an issue. There we go. Yeah, my CPU has probably seen better days. But you know what? It needs replaced anyway, so... Not that I had the money to replace it. I just replaced the graphics card. I kind of got that for free. They gave me a bunch of gift cards at work for working a whole bunch of hours over the holiday season. And I was able to buy a Oculus Rift and a new graphics card to run the Oculus Rift. For like, I think 60 bucks out of my own pocket, so that worked out really well. Alright, let's try this. Good lord. Okay, there we go. Let's, I'm gonna do the same thing. We're gonna spread them out and go over the stats real quick. I don't know about these frames, though. Let's let them spread out a little bit more. There we go. Alright, we'll just start with this guy. We'll go through him. This is the 101 car, the R4 FST by Fluffy Hulk. It actually has the smallest engine of any other vehicle in this competition, with a 1.6 liter Boxer 4. I believe no, there's one other Boxer 4. 480 horsepower, just under 2,000 pounds. I believe also it's the second lightest next to the 56 car, who entered both competitions. It's a rear-engine rear-wheel drive turbo, and it is second season. It was the season 0 runner-up. We have the 44, which was the very fast car. It's a different, same creator, different car, as the 44, the yellow one from the last series. This is by Spunkle. It's the Montavio 650R. It's a 7 liter, so now we have the biggest engine of all the listed cars, for the most common to the least one. I'm just going to do it. We have so many right now. I don't want to try to mess with the order that BeamNG cycles through, because then I'll forget some, and I'll probably do some twice. So I'm just going to go through whichever one comes up next is the one I'm going to do, so that we can get through them all for sure one at a time. But yeah, V12 this is the only V12 in the competition. It also has the second most horsepower at 874 horsepower, 3,300 pounds, so it's pretty weighty. It's a front-engine all-wheel drive naturally aspirated car, and it's its first season. Then we have the Sky Bullet. You want to talk about weight. This vehicle has a 5.9 liter V8. It makes 1,268 horsepower, but it weighs a massive 5,880 pounds. So basically this thing weighs 3 tons. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how you could even like make 3 tons of material in this small of a vehicle. It's just such a low car, and 3 tons, 5,880 pounds. Anyway, it's a mid-engine all-wheel drive turbo, and I finished 4th place in season 0. And then we have the new car, a 3500 GTS by the person who won the series we just finished a minute ago. But they make it out of lead. I believe so. It looks like it's made out of lead. I don't know where it's at anymore. It's somewhere back here. Yeah, way back there's the last one. It looks kind of made out of lead. It's about lead colored. But yes, the 3500 GTS, sporting a 3.5 liter Boxer 6. Is it the only Boxer 6? Yes, the only Boxer 6 in the competition. Only 370 horsepower. Weighs 2,370 pounds. Is mid-engine rear-wheel drive, naturally aspirated. It is a new one for this season. Then we have the Musala, not updated from last season at all, running the exact same. It's a 2 liter inline 4. It's the only inline 4 in this competition as well. 192 horsepower, so the least powerful vehicle. Weighing in at 2,340 pounds, a mid-engine rear-wheel drive, naturally aspirated, just like the Valiant. Actually, very similar stats to the Valiant, except for a smaller engine. The only thing really differing from this and the Valiant 3500 GTS, the yellow car we just looked at, is the engine. Essentially, everything else seems to be about the same, and this is about half as powerful. So we'll see if power matters more than nothing else. So we'll see. Is the Musala. I always want to call it the Musafa. Here we have the 72 car, the Akuma Type R. It's a 1.9 liter Boxer 4, 500 horsepower, even. Just about 2,500 pounds. It's a front engine all-wheel drive. It's one of only, I guess we have like 6 in here. We haven't got to the front engine cars yet, but pretty much the rest of them are going to be front engine. It's all-wheel drive turbo, and this is its first season competing. We do have Liad's other Swedish car. I forgot to get stats for this, so Liad, if you should be in chat right now. Tell us about this thing. It's called the her who's what's it something. It's the horn car or something or another. I don't remember. Look, you're giving me way too much work here to remember that shit. While he works on that in chat, we'll get to the next car, which is the Flare Star. Now, the Risuki Flare Star has a 3.8 liter Boxer 6. Herpes? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Making 522 horsepower, weighs a little bit over 3,000 pounds. It's a little bit on the heavy side. It's another front engine all-wheel drive turbo vehicle. It's his first season competing. It's a car. Okay. Well, there you go. Liad's other Swedish car is a car. Now, we have this car without a hood. They couldn't afford one, unfortunately. They tried. I guess the other one got damaged and they needed a new one on short notice. They couldn't get it. You know, whatever. I'm not going to dock them points for that. This is the Valor Speedster, a late entry to the series, sporting a 3 liter inline 6, making 518 horsepower, weighing in at 2,780 pounds. Is another front engine all-wheel drive turbo vehicle, just like the Flare Star. Actually, very, very similar to the Flare Star in all aspects. It's about 300 pounds lighter, 200, 300 pounds lighter, and pretty much the same power. This is an inline 6 instead of a Boxer 6. But we'll see how they compete against each other. And here we have the Kapuzit. This is the orange car, not only in color, but also in fruit. This might be the reason why our frames are terrible. Because budget limitations. This might be the reason our frames are terrible, is because of this vehicle. It's probably not helping, with about 300 different oranges on it. Then this has a 3.2 liter inline 5. It's a strange choice, but we can go with it. It's 525 horsepower, about 2,600 pounds. Very heavy for the size of the car. It's not a large car, but it's getting up close to 3,000 pounds. This is another front engine all-wheel drive turbo vehicle, and this will be its first season competing. Looks like 2-year-olds made it. You wouldn't be too far off. And we're back to the Arafora, so that's through everything. I say we let them loose here for race 1. Let's go over the track super quick. You can see it there. They go here, and then they go there, and then they go there, and then they come back to the line. And I believe we learned that this is a 3-lap race. Fixtures don't affect frames, at least not that much. It's a lot of fixtures, though. This is kind of my thought. Oh, these frames. This is disgusting. We might have to get rid of another car. You guys can deal with it. I don't know if I can deal with it. Out of the gate, though, we have the Montavio 650R leading. Followed closely by the late entry, the Valor Speedster, and the Tapuzit in third. 4 wasn't enough, so he went with 5 for the inline engine. Fair enough, man. As you see them come around here at about 22 frames per second, I'd guess. Everybody making a pretty good effort here. 44 still in first, followed closely, though, by the Speedster, and looks like the 72 car has taken third, or at least battling for third with the Tapuzit. They're going to head down the corkscrew here. Let's try and get a nice shot. Oh, maybe. There we go. You see the battle for third. We have the 3500 GTS, the Flare Star, and the Musala. And bringing up the rear, we have the Arafura. Doing fairly poorly for how well it did last season. And then the Sky Bullet. 44 will cross the line to begin the second lap. Gets a little bit loose there. Oh, they both do. That's a hard braking error. The Tapuzit is going to go spinning. Oh, no. I think it's going to be the end of the Tapuzit's race here. I don't think he's going to be able to make it back up to third unless we have some major issues by some of these front runners. 3500 GTS looks like he's going to take fourth position. Meanwhile, the 44 is still out front. We have a nice gap between the top 3 here and everybody else. 23 with the weight reduction, no hood. Seems like it might be sort of an advantage here. He's trying to catch up to the 44, he's just not quite able to do so. But he's living up to the name Speedster, that is for sure. Oh, and 72 spins. And we'll see who that puts in third. Looks like the 3500 GTS and the Flare Star might be able to pass him now. What that means, the first 2 vehicles, the Montavio 650R and the Speedster, are going to be able to just absolutely destroy the rest of the field here. Assuming they can get the brakes locked down here, they do alright. And we see the Tapuzit and the Sky Bullet both waiting for the leaders to pass to make their attempts to get back out on the track, it looks like. Oh, I see Liad also having some issues there. Destructive race this one is, and I believe it looks like the 72 has made his way back into third now. But the 44 is still able to keep the lead. We are on our last lap now, I think. Yeah, we should be. This is the last lap. Gonna come down to the corkscrew one more time. 44 makes it through. 23 makes it through. And they're gonna be your 1 and 2, it looks like. I have no idea who's third right now. I believe it's the 72 car going over the corkscrew right now. Let's see if he can make it through this time. But here is your winner. I didn't go back far enough. Hold on. There we go. It's a little jank, don't worry about it. Oh, I forgot to unloop some of these guys. Okay, well that's fine, now we know. 72. That's 72, right? Yeah, he's gonna get third. Let me mark that down real quick. Alright. 650Rs, you went over 3 points. 72 gets 1 point. And 2 points goes to the Speedster, our late entry. Alright, let's unloop these guys. I forgot to do that. Alright, which one of you guys is looped? I think it's probably only going to be like the bottom half. Let's start with that. Yeah, there we go. Gotta make sure we unloop them. What cars do I use in order to record the laps? For the dirt race that we did before the stream, I used the Off-Road Sunburst. For Season 0, the testing season, I used a mixture of the Sunburst track variant and the what is it called? The SBR4 or whatever. The hill climb version of that. For the season 1, every single track race, the ones we're seeing right now, was done by the hill climb version of the SBR4. Because there were certain cars, aka the 44, who actually would just they're just so much faster in straight line speed than the track variant of the Sunburst that I couldn't use it to record lines without editing the files, which would be something I don't have any interest in doing. I did try a couple tricks though. I tried making the gravity higher so that my car would stick to the track and I could go a little bit faster. It worked, but it was so hard to kind of determine how fast I needed to go for the other cars to, with normal gravity, make it through. I think we've got all these de-looped now. It'd be very difficult to check, so I'm not going to do that, but they should all be looped. Or de-looped, I guess. And let's watch the rest of these guys go across the line. We did the... Hold on. Oh, no, he restarted. That's why it looks like he's third. And we'll see who comes out in fourth here. Fourth is going to be the Valiant 3500 GTS. Fifth is going to be the Flare Star. There's another looper. I fixed that already, but they're still going to do it, so until we restart. So there's the Flare Star. And here comes the Arafura. Which one is lubed? Oh, looped. not lubed, looped. You gotta de-loop them all. Alright, and I say we can now start race number 2. Actually, that's a lie. We can't start race number 2. We have to do this bullshit again. Where we click 1,000 times. Were the frames okay for that? Where's 166? Far behind. He crashed on the on turn 1 of the second lap, I think. I know he got lapped at one point. Come on. There we go. If he did make it, we would have to wait like another 4 minutes for him to do so. I'm not going to do that. They were decent enough after the first lap. Alright. We'll keep going with it. If they end up getting worse, we can make adjustments. I really don't want to lower the graphics anymore. They're already starting to kind of look not amazing. I can't remember which ones I've done, which ones I haven't. Oh no. I think I'm still on track to get all these for track 2. It'll be obvious if I don't. I turned on anti-aliasing right before the stream. I originally had it off, but when I had like the screenshot up with all the trucks, it just looks so bad. It doesn't make the tracks look that much worse, but I didn't realize how much of an effect it had on the cars. And I was like, I gotta turn that back on. It's just, you gotta. Alright, let's hit play here. Let's attempt to hit play here. There we go. Make sure we have everybody. And basically, I just want to see if anybody turns right here, then we did it wrong. But if everybody turns left, we're okay. Everybody's on the right side of the track, so it looks like we're good. Yep, I got everybody in here. Alright, let's find somebody up front here to focus on. 44 car, I guess. Oh, yeah, actually, the 23 is leading. Did not realize. Tapu Zeke in second. The 44 is currently third. Looks like the 72, the... What is that called? The Akuma Type R. Currently fourth. There's a battle for fifth between the Flare Star and the GTS, it looks like. But 23 holds the lead. Seems like the only card to lead other than the 44 so far. Tapu Zeke still holding on to third. Now the battle for first between the 44 and the 23. Try lowering faces per update or second or whatever it's called. I'll check that one out. I don't remember seeing that one. The straight line speed of the 44 absolutely leaves the 23 in the dust, though. 23 sounds like it might be topped out, actually. Oh, and he locks him up to get it slowed down here. He still manages to do so. But I'm scared about what that did to the tires. Sky Bullet goes flying in that corner. He's going to spin out. Meanwhile, the 72 has taken third officially. Fourth place will be the Tapu Zeke. Fifth place GTS. Sixth place Flare Star. Seventh is the Arafura. Eighth is the Musala. Ninth is the Sky Bullet. And 10th, I believe, is Liad. We haven't seen him. Oh, leader. Or second place, rather. A little sketchy getting slowed down there. Actually, speaking of sketchy, looks like the 72 is going to lose it. I think the 72 is having some really hot brake issues. Because he seems to be good for about a lap. And then just white smoke pours out of the front of the car and he starts going spinning. So, to the maker of the Akuma Type R, you need some more cooling for your brakes, my dude. Or maybe just better brakes in general? Not really sure. 44 leading with the 23 in second again as they come down the backstretch here. Long straight. And we already know the 44 does better than the 23 on these straights. So I see no competition really for these guys. Looks like the Tapu Zeke now in third since the 72 spun out. And fourth place, I see a battle. I'm guessing the Flare Star and the GTS looks like. Oh, I had it on the 44. I shouldn't have moved it. Oh yeah, we see Liad there. And there goes the 44. Here, we'll just watch the cars from right here. This works. This is a good camera view. We see the 23 going by. I'm sorry, Liad, to do this to you. And oh, the Tapu Zeke goes flying. Not able to slow it down for that corner. That's going to allow the Flare Star and the GTS to battle for third here. That's going to be a good race. We do have to move it. I'm going to pause it so we can make sure we catch the winner going across the line here. So it's going to be the 44 followed by the 23. I don't know who third is going to be. There's 44, 23, and the Tapu Zeke manages to keep third. We can see the order there of third, fourth, and fifth. I'm going to mark these down, then we'll unpause again. So third place was again the Montavio, correct? And then we had the Valor in second once again, and third place this time though was the Tapu Zeke, gaining 1 point. Fourth place GTS, fifth place Flare Star. Sixth place is the Arafura, maybe? Musala, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe nobody? Did everybody wreck? Oh, here we go. It's the Musala finishing sixth, I think we are now. Looks like with damage. And I think that's about all I'm going to wait for. let's load him into the third race. I'm not going to show the standings. They're not too interesting right now. Montavio is first, and the Valor is second. We have a third place tie with the Akuma and the Tapuzit. Everybody else has 0. Oh, let's just make sure. Hold on. I want to make sure that was the end of the race, right? Yes, that was the end of the race. Oh, good lord. I gotta get a good look at this. Here you see the absolute perfect aerodynamics done by the Tapuzit. Super efficient, powerful, the best aerodynamics ever. Alright, let's load these guys up. This is so bad. And this is track 3 now, right? Yeah, track 3. Fuck, did I already do the GTS? I can't remember. Fuck it, let's do it again. I'm trying to not talk so I can pay attention to what I'm doing here, and then I just forget anyway. I don't want to move the window. I would like to click this folder. Please, game. BeamNG, please make this better. This is absolutely ridiculous. Just give me a checkbox. Okay, here's what I want. I want a checkbox that says, don't show these lines. Because these are what causes the frame rate issues, having all this information up, I guess. If I can just get a checkbox that gets rid of those and makes the thing not lag like shit, I'd be a very happy boy. And I've lost track of which ones I've loaded again. I'll start with the Akuma. Also, it'd be nice if I could see which one has been loaded already. So, like, after more, just like put a little box here and say whatever line has already been loaded. Otherwise, I don't know which one is currently connected to the car. That'd be real cool as well. Alright, let's hit play, make sure we have everybody. We need to count 10 cars. Let's let them spread out a bit here. Tapuzit getting a good start. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we're good to go. So it's the 44, the Tapuzit, and the 23. This is a 4-lap race at Automation Short. We have an immediate top 3 here. Looks like it's splitting into a top 2, possibly. Let's see if I can get a camera on these guys. Here we go. There's a message up here I wanted to read. I don't know if you guys are still getting volume or not, probably not. While we're loading here, I love the idea behind the AI driving the course and getting the cars all together by disabling the collisions. It's a fantastic concept. I really hope it does well. I do too. I like the idea. I wasn't sure if it would catch on or not, but people seem to like it, so I'm going to keep trying to do it. A little bit loose here, the 44, actually. Just barely making it around here. Tapuzit moved down to 4th. Akuma up to 3rd, but I don't think the Akuma is going to be able to keep up with these guys. I think he's gonna spin out. Let's see if we can actually get a let's get a camera on the Akuma, because I want to put this to rest. So he's doing well right now. He just went around that corner. But if I can get a view on the front of this vehicle, the next time we go to brake real hard. Yeah, the 44 is doing great. He did great both, so he did great in the lightweight as well. Not super consistent. He wasn't able to pull off the win for the championship, but he had more wins than anybody else. He just... It was either... It was a one or it was binary. His results were binary. He either won the race or he DNF'd, essentially. Let's watch the brakes here. Let's watch the front of the car. I don't see any... Oh, there it is. I saw a little puff of white smoke. I don't know if you guys were able to see it or not. Oh, there goes Liad. Sorry, Liad. We have another car in the wall up here, it looks like. Is that the Musala? Yeah, it looks like it is. Oh, and there he goes, yeah. So there's definitely some brake failure issues with the 72. If it weren't for those issues, he would be doing very well right now with, I think, multiple third-place finishes. Oh, issue for... Oh, it's Liad again, of course. We come back with the 23 here. Oh, look at the Montavio having some issues, maybe. 23 gaining ground. I think they're probably on, like, what, lap 3 now, I think? But I think we have seen the two most competitive vehicles right now. You're looking at them. For the 8K class. Nobody else has been able to completely keep up. 72's been close if he could fix the brake issues, and the Tapuzit's also not far behind in the grand scheme of things. Here we go for the, I believe, the last lap? Is that the last lap or the second to last lap? 23 locks up the brakes. They're just having a fucking demo derby over here. What the fuck? I'm gonna ignore all that. They're just fucking sending it. Now that you've lost, you'll win the next season. The Flare Star's not doing too bad. He's mid-pack. It's consistent. Needs maybe more power. And I think the what was it called? The Sprinter. With just a couple minor adjustments, I know that's maybe not possible. Oh! The 44 goes wide! He's going to get loose here. This might have been the last lap, but I don't think the 23 is going to be able to catch him either way. We'll see if this is the last lap here. Did they finish it off? Or are they going to keep going? No, this is the end. This is the end right here. So this is the 44 and the 23. I'm going to mark those down right now. 44 gets his third win in a row. 23 gets his second place in a row. I'm just going to... Oops, wrong button. Hold on. Bear with me. Let's move over to the start-finish line so we can figure out who the heck got third here. Looks like it might be the Flare Star? This is a destructive race. Who is that? It's somebody limping. It's the Flare Star. Did everybody else DNF? Here comes the Valiant. Valiant's almost going to make it, but the Flare Star actually takes third. The Valiant's going to finish fourth. Wow, everybody else DNF. We have everybody else here. We have the Tapuzit, the 72, the Musala, the Sky Bullet, and Liad. All having issues over here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. But wow. Alrighty then. Well, let's mark the Flare Star down for a point. If we've learned anything for the series, is that the third place is always up for grabs. Let's try and load race 4 here. When will the next season be? 2 weeks from now. I will post a another little poll, and you guys can tell me if you want me to switch that to 1 week. That's it's gonna put a little bit more pressure on me. I think I can do it though. There's likely to be a lot more times where I can't, and we'll have to delay it a couple days if we do go that route. I don't want you guys to have to rush to get your cars done though. That's my main worry. I know a lot of you guys work during the week. At least I assume a lot of you guys work during the week. I guess I don't know that. Or if anything, go to school, something. And, I'm sorry, I'm going to say a lot when I'm trying to load these in, because I'm trying to pay attention to which ones I've done and which ones I haven't. You just gotta bear with me. I'm trying to think now what we're talking about. Oh, the 1 week instead of 2 week interval between seasons. Since a lot of you guys work or go to school on weekdays, that really only leaves you time on the weekends, I feel, to update cars. And I really don't want to, like, how should I say this? With everybody upgrading their cars and actually giving me them on, like, Saturday, Sunday, that doesn't give me a lot of time to get them in here. I was scrambling today with a couple, like, late entries we had. And I forgot to put down the info for Liad's car. Like, there was a couple things that I wasn't able to do. So, crunching that down into 1 week doesn't really seem like a great idea for me. But we could do it. Really depends week to week whether you have time to enjoy 1 and 2 weeks. Yeah. Maybe with the new series or radical changes, do 2 weeks. And when there are minimal changes, 1 week. I can see that. Especially if I already have lines set up. Because that's what takes time. I didn't finish that thought before either, so I was trying different things like increasing gravity for when I recorded the line just to be able to go a little bit faster, a little bit more consistent. The car would stick to the ground more. It worked, but it wasn't great. I actually ended up having to like disassemble my sim rig and grab my wheel and bring it over here and record lines with that. And I was able to get fast enough and consistent enough with that to actually make it work. I don't think we have all the lines here, guys. I'm going to be honest. I was trying to talk through doing this, so we're just going to play and see which ones we screwed up. Let's just tab through and see if everybody's at least at the start line. Nope. So this Sky Bulletin 72. And where's the Sky Bullet? Right here. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It's probably going to be 2 weeks for the first few times until we start repeating tracks. Once we start repeating tracks, I'll already have the lines recorded, so there won't be a need for me to do much aside from just update cars and make sure I have the new ones here. Come on, hit the play button. There we go. Now I think we're good. And let me check real quick. You guys are going to see this on screen too. This is track 4. So this one we start at the regular start line. And track 5 we don't. So I definitely didn't. And track 3 we don't. Alright, so this is definitely track 4. If you didn't understand that, that's okay. I just want to make sure that since all cars are here, that means we definitely have track 4 loaded. Looks like we're okay. Let's start them off. 4th race, West Coast long alternate. See if we can get an eye on one of the leaders here. The 23 will work. 44 once again takes the lead. Followed by the 23 in second. In the Tapuzit, we see Liad spin out, and the Sky Bullet have issues as well. They're going to be 9th and 10th now. Nope, sorry, Repty. Thanks for coming out, buddy. 23 is on the back bumper of the 44. We've not seen him be able to really pass him much yet. But if he can keep up, if the 44 makes a mistake, that leaves the 23 eligible for a first place position. And as we talk about mistakes, 44 goes a little bit wide. He's going to hang on to it, though. Let's see how they do in the interchange here. 23 locks them up a bit. Oh, 72 and Tapu Zeep still battling for third. 3500 GTS makes it. Oh, the Flare Star gonna slide out along with the Arafura. They're gonna gather it back up though. Musala also having issues getting down here. He's gonna take some damage. We'll see how Liad does. Yeah, he's not gonna make it. He just fucking sent it. God damn. Alright. Yeah, well, he's done. Alright, coming back to the leaders now. 44 is resistant to mistakes, it seems like it. He gets close, but he's not been able to spin out yet. He's been able to keep it straight, just barely. He's sliding around here, though. Do I play the game on times 2 slower time, or is the other just that slow? This has been on full speed the entire time. One to one. 44 is going to finish lap 1 of West Coast Long Halt. Oh, 23 locks it down. I'm surprised at the amount of control the 23 seems to have when locking it down like that. You would think he would spin out during that, or at least get a lot more squirrely than he does. All the cars look like they crawl. We're pretty far away, so that could have something to do with it. If I get closer here. I mean, if you want to see 2 times speed, is it in options, right? Is it gameplay? No, where's that? I never use this. It's environment, isn't it? This is 2 times. Control arrows? Yeah, I never use it. Oh, is 23 going to make it? A little squirrely, but he's going to make it through here. And Tapu Zeep, the only one still competing at all out of the rest of these cars. He's going to come around here. GTS also not far behind. Everybody else having issues, though, it seems. I think that's the Flare Star in 5th back there. But let's focus on our leaders. The FPS game from the slow-mo? Yeah. Maybe we should run the whole thing in slow-mo. That wouldn't take forever. Going around this turn pretty quick. You can hear that engine working hard. Over the corkscrew for the last time. I think we decided this was a 2-lap race. I think we figured that out last time. Oh no! On the last corner, the 44 spins it. That's going to allow the 23 to take the lead, and I believe the win here. Last second. Yeah, that's the end of it. I think. Yeah, he's stopping right here. So that's the 23, then the 44. Oh, let's pause real quick. Oops. Let's head back to the start-finish line here. Driver look back, probably, yeah. And looks like Tapu Zeep's going to be your 3rd place. There we are. And we'll watch him go by as I put the rest of these in. So the Montabio only getting 2 points this time. Last second mistake puts him down to 2nd place. The Valor Speedster will get his 1st win. And the Tapu Zeep will get his 2nd point, solidifying 3rd place for him for the moment. I don't know who just finished. Is that the GTS, I'm assuming? I didn't see him. And the Flare Star. Yeah, that was the GTS, it looks like. Alright, and then another destructive race. You guys need to slow your cars down, man. The lightweight cars did great. Pretty much, I think most of the races we had 6 cars finish out of 7 for the lightweights. We're not seeing that at all for the 8K. Here comes the Arafora. Your last season runner-up, I believe, right? Yeah, season 0 runner-up. Not doing well at all this season with the updates that were made to that car. And I'll throw up the standings here. They're getting a little bit interesting. We now have the Montavio obviously in first place, but only 2 points ahead of the second place Valor. Those wins aren't doing too much for him. And I think the Valor might be a little bit more consistent. I think the Montavio has a better chance of spinning out or something happening like that, and possibly ruining his race. So we could see the Valor take the championship here. The late entry just submitted, I believe, last night. So we'll have to see about that. Meanwhile, third place is the Tapuzit with only 2 points. Our winner is going to be either the Montavio or the Valor. And the only other cars with points would be the Akuma Type R and the Flare Star currently. So there's that. I'll leave that up while I try to load in our 5th race. Can I do city routes next season? Well, we have the what's it called? The Tuner Street class. So that's going to be like all city. Yeah, I believe next season I'm going to do either... Well, let me think. I think I'm going to do probably Hirochi for these 2 series. And do stuff around that track. And then I'll likely do either East Coast or West Coast for the Tuner Street. I don't know which one I want to start with. I've already kind of made some like tracks on West Coast, so we'll probably do West Coast for Tuner Street. We did a little bit off-road in Season 0. The whole goal of this series and the lightweight as well was that we'd have more variety in the tracks. But the problem with that was, I don't know if you were here, but that meant that I had to load every single car into it and do the part that you're seeing right now. And it just took absolutely forever to do. It was completely ridiculous because every time we had to change tracks to go to something else, and I'd load in all like 5 to 10 cars and then de-loop every single one of them, and then yeah, it was not okay. It's not a good experience by my standards. When you'll update the rules for Tuner Street, I'll make a new version of Tzionia in the new automation. Alright, my dude. I've got to get those finished up soon. I don't know, I was still kind of debating which rules I wanted to go with. The problem is that the fast car that I record the lines with isn't really good on streets and a lot of tough corners, because I usually do the hill climb SBR4, I think it's called, and that's great for tracks like this on like a racing surface. And it's like for really like fast straight line speed, it's a really good car for that. But as soon as you have it doing little city courses with a bunch of turns and shit, you can't use it because it just spins out. Or you have to go so slow to not spin out that you're going too slow. But if I can slow the cars down that are entered into the competition, we'll have an easier time doing that. I think I've got all of them now, or close to all of them. We'll see. Let me get the standings off of here. Hit play, and we'll see if we have 10 cars at the other start line. Just cycle through them. Oh. I think we're okay. This is just inside of another car. Yeah, we're good. Everybody's here. Let's start it off. Tapu Zit immediately takes the lead. And Liad's car in second, not for long, but he can say he was there for a slight moment. I did say Liad again, I meant Liad, my bad. You're third on the weight? I know! Alright, let's find somebody up near the front here. Here we are. And what a surprise! We have first, second, third place being the 44, the 23, and the Tapu Zit slash 72. We make the tight right-hander here, as the 23 takes the lead a little bit. 72 is also going to take third place away. 23 not able to keep the lead for very long, but he's putting up a battle with the 44 for once. Looks like the 23 might be better with these curvy roads. It's still a tough battle. 44 finally getting a little bit of room between them. .72 looking a little loose back there as well. As they go through the fast corner. The fast transfer, I think I coined the term fast transfer last race. Oh, the 23! He gets loose, but he recovers. And he's going to lose a lot of ground on the leader now. It's up to the 44 to make a mistake and lose this championship. 23 is all over the place. 72 is going to not totally spin. He's actually going to be able to keep third place there, it looks like. The problem is the 23 is like shy to go ahead in the 44 and he's braking behind him. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Oh, 44 gets a little bit loose. This is a 3-lap race. Oh, sorry, this is a 2-lap race. I apologize. Oh, 44. Slides it around. The 23 slides it around, but keeps it going. Everybody's sliding it around. The oil slick on the track, maybe. Tapu Zit having a hard time getting going. I might need to re-record that line. I think I probably took that chicane too fast. My bad. Although, you know, all the lightweight cars did fine on it, so it's really strange that the lightweight cars did so good in that corner, but these guys are having trouble with it. Because I had to re-record this track a bunch, because I always kept forgetting to make this turn. I just keep going straight. Like a fucking idiot. 23 is glued on the brakes and prevents him from taking leadership. Yeah. Is there a matter of not having the wheel spin? Yeah, you're going so fast around the corner. But the 44 is on his brakes a lot too. The problem is the AI doesn't know how to just not be on the gas. With the AI, it's either on the brakes or on the gas. There's no coasting. Which makes it look ridiculous when they're racing, because any part where I'm coasting, they're immediately like on and off the brakes. Hell, any part where I'm not like full throttle, they're going to be doing that. Is this the last lap? I think it is. Oh, poor Liad. It's kind of cute just seeing him, you know, every time. Every once in a while, we'll just go past and like, oh, there's Liad. 44 is like the smoothest ride you can get. Let's focus on him real quick. Maybe. Is this the end of the race? This might be the end of the race. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's the end of the race. Okay, well, never mind. We'll focus on him next race. But either way, 44 wins the 5th race. 23 once again finishes second. Who's third? I haven't paid attention to these guys. There is no third. Third doesn't exist. Alright. The Tapu Zit? Is it the Flare Star? Is it the GTS? Is it the 72? Is the GTS up into the wall? But he's gonna straighten it back out and take third. He survives. Alright, Montavio gets another win. Second place is going to be the Speedster one more time. And 3500 GTS finally gets a point. And we see the Flare Star, I think, coming around. As well as the Arafora. R4 is actually going to make a pass and take 4th place. Oh no, I think that's Liad's car. But I think he's already a lap down, so he's not even finishing right now. He's just moving on to the second lap. Will Derby be a thing in the seasons? In the upcoming seasons? I don't know about a Derby specifically. There you go, buddy. Good job. I don't know about a Derby specifically, but we do something similar. Who won? That was the 44. 44 won, followed by the Valor Speedster, and then the Valiant 3500 GTS a long time later. And I think you actually, the R4 made a pass for 4th right at the end, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. The R4 was one of the, like, last surviving cars. It looks like he may have spun out a couple times, but he didn't get wrecked. Liad 1-2 not. I don't know what that means. I apologize. Liad did very well in the lightweight series. Liad did not finish right now. He's working his way towards the second lap, I think, because he got lapped by leaders a minute ago. I think he's just going to call himself finished now anyway, but I'm fairly certain, because we just saw him get lapped a minute ago. Okay, you're joking. Alright, I wasn't sure. You know, sarcasm's not easily detectable. Ooh, I like this spot. Watch a race from up here maybe next time. Alright, let's load up race 6. I'll show you the standings one more time here. So it is now only possible for the Speedster to tie the Montavio. It is not possible for the Speedster to win. Although if he did tie them, we would go to the tiebreaker drag race, and he could get a technical win. But I don't think the Speedster would win the drag race anyway. I do believe the Montavio would win it, so I think the Montavio is our winner anyway, but there is not mathematically... I can't say mathematically for sure, but it seems like it will be the case. You'll use /S. Alright, that works. More like Car Surviving Royale rather than actual race. I know, I don't know what's up with that. The other series did not have this issue at all. Everybody was finishing in the lightweight. Alright, this is the last time I have to do this bullshit. And you know, since the last track is a little bit different, for anybody who wasn't here, I'll go ahead and throw that up for you. You can check this track out. A couple really tight bends. I forget, who won this race for the lightweight? Was it somebody different? Actually, I want to say it was a fairly normal race. 2-3 managing to live while the rest finding their parking spot on a dividing wall. Yeah, it's strange. I don't know why they're doing that. I know once they've spun out, they sometimes kind of glitch out like that. So, I mean, I know why they're doing it. I don't know why they're spinning out in the first place, though. considering lightweight used the exact same lines and did fine. Maybe it's just a speed issue, though. Obviously, they don't have to do it, because we have other cars that are making it, so it could just be an issue of poor design. No, what we could do instead of a demo derby, we could go back to the trucks real quick at the end here and turn on collision, and we'll just wait for the first corner to go until everybody's separated, then turn on collisions and let the race go and see if anybody actually manages to finish. That sounds like a fun idea. Let's hit play here and see if we at least have everybody. Let me get the track out of the way here. Oh, I accidentally unpaused. And low. There we go. Alright, is everybody here? Yes, everybody seems to be here. I did something successfully for once. Yay! Alright, last race. 3 laps. Looks like the Tapu Zeta actually getting up to 2nd place currently. 23 in 3rd. This is not how it usually is, but it has been fixed now. Flare Star actually up there competing for 4th place, which you don't usually see. A couple go wide. 72's into the wall. Flare Star's into the wall. I might need to record. I should need to re-record that line. The other guys did fine. 23 taking the lead now as well. Yeah, see, they're both about the same on the brakes. Just the Speedster has bigger brake lights, I think. The Speedster does a lot better on that corner, though. He's going to put a solid gap between him and 2nd place. 44 into the dirt a little bit. But we know the 44 does better on this long straightaway. We'll see if he's able to catch the 23. I can't do Italy because frames. I mean, I could do Italy for, like, if we had 2 cars, or 5 cars maybe. But the Italy map takes, like, 5 minutes to even load for me. And there's no way we'd be able to do a race with 10 cars on it. Across the line to start the 2nd lap, I think that was the Montavio coming across first. But it's a close race as we go by Liad's camera car. Tapu Zeta still managing 3rd. Yeah, we can maybe do Italy for the tuner street class if we don't get too many entries for it. Oh, the 23 slides! Is that going to allow the Tapu Zeta to take 2nd? It is! The 44 is going to be able to check out. Can I get a camera on the Tapu Zeta? Come on. Tapu Zeta in 2nd. If the 44 makes a mistake, he could get the win. 23 is also trying to take it back. He is not happy. Once again, a 3-lap race. We're going to be going on to lap 3 here soon. Oh, I can hear the 23. He's on his way. He's hungry. .44 successfully makes it around the chicane, lapping the Arafora here. A little bit of a slide by the Tapu Zeta. A little bit on 2 wheels, but he's going to make it. Although the 23 gaining ground, a little bit loose there as well. 23 makes it around that corner very nicely. But we had trouble in this corner up here on the last lap. Now officially battling for second, back and forth. 23 goes wide, but he's able to hold on to it. And here's where he had issues last time. I think maybe it was the next corner. I think it was the next corner he had issues. 23 now in second. On the last lap, here's where he had issues. It looks like he's going to be able to make it around just fine, though. And that is unfortunate for the 166. 44 now lapping cars, lapping the Flare Star. And he just has nobody in his rear view at all. Absolutely dominated this competition. He's going to go through the final chicane with no worries and just relaxedly take it across the line to win the championship and the race. Second place is not going to be the Flare Star. He is a lap down. Second place will be the 23. Oh no, the Tapuzzi, maybe had issues. He's going to come in third in the championship. And here you have your championship order as well. 1, 2, 3. Fourth place is going to be the GTS. Put on a solid showing. Not able to get up there, though, in the end. Let's go ahead and lock in these points. 3, 2, and 1 for the Tapuzzi. Sort these out real quick. And there you are for your viewing pleasure. Looks like Musala finished as well now, while I was doing that. But the Montavio 650R is going to be your winner of Season 1. With 17 points, he won every race but one. That race was won by the Valor Speedster, who finishes second in points, with 13 total points. Every second place finish except for the one where he won on West Coast Long Alternate. The Tapuzzi managing to get 3 third place finishes, putting him in third place in the points with 3 points. And we have a 3-way tie for fourth between the Valiant 3500 GTS, the Akuma Type R, and the Flare Star. And we have a 5-way tie between, well, everybody else. Very tough racing here. I don't know. Should we do tiebreakers? I think we should only do tiebreakers if it was the first 3. Five players didn't score a single point. Well, technically 4, because we didn't race the 56 because we knew it would score 0 since it's all the same races the last time, and he scored 0 last time and just spun out in the first corner every time. So, yeah. Basically 5. The R4 came close a couple times. I think he got a 4th place finish. The Sky Bullet was not able to do very well. Musala had some bad luck, and we know what happened with Liad. And the 56 did not participate. Tiebreakers are fun? Alright, we can do them. Should I just reload? Yeah, I'm just going to reload the whole map. It's easier than getting rid of all the cars. We'll get rid of the standings there. You guys have seen it. Do we want to start with the AK or the lightweight? I think we had ties for both, didn't we? Yeah, there's a 3-way 0-point tie in the lightweight series between the Boyga, the Carmi Elite, and the 56 car. I said we get that one out of the way first. And I get default truck because I deleted the car that was my other default car. So it's going to be the 56 versus the Carmi Elite. Which lane does the 166 want? I'll give you a lane choice. You want left or right lane? We'll wait for it. Right lane? Alright. I'm gonna get some. Yeah, I don't have time to set up fancy cameras. We'll just let them go. 166 in the right lane. Out of the gate, it was the 56 car, but the 166 going to be able to accelerate past him here. And 166 will get the win here. 100%. So 166 beats the 56. Let us race the 56 versus the Boyga. And the winner of this will face the Carmi Elite again. And it looks like the Boyga is going to take it easily. And I imagine the Boyga is going to win versus the Carmi Elite as well. He is shaky. This guy has a hard time just going straight. Best car ever for drag with 4 gears. We'll see about that. Alright, last race for the lightweight. This is the Carmi Elite versus the Boyga. Do you want right lane again, or do you want left lane? Why not restrict to 5 or 6 cars per race? We'll have more consistent races where less entries will fail. You'll be able to run competition more smoothly. I like the idea. I was originally... So, the thought was, if we go over 10 entries, I will split them into, like, 2 groups. So, like, I'll do a qualifying race of sorts. And basically the top... Anyone who finished, honestly, I was going to make it, like, kind of a tough race. Like, use one of the lines where people had trouble. And whoever finishes the race would be able to compete. I might actually do the opposite, actually, and just use a track that most people were able to complete, like one of the first ones we did for this series, or sorry, for the 8K. And if your car does not complete the race, then you do not compete, essentially, and that will kind of call out the cars that have no chance of competition. But I don't know, it feels unfair. I don't know. I don't want to have to do that. And the thing is, we only had 10 cars until last night, and then we had 11. It was late entry, so I kind of threw my plan for a loop. I didn't have time to set up a qualifying race or anything, so I just kind of winged it. And off the line is the Boyga, and it looks like he's going to continue to be the Boyga. That thing is fast. Oh, I put you in the... You know what? Well, I'll restart it. You said you wanted the right lane. I will restart it for you. I don't think it's going to matter, but I'll fix you up here. Probably give you the right. Let's get a left lane. Let's try it again. And unfortunately, it's not going to make too much of a difference here. Alright. Boyga wins that one. Gonna give the Boyga 0.3 points. Gonna give the Carmi Elite 0.2 points. And 0.1 point for the MK2. He can say he got points. He got 0.1. And alright, this one's gonna be tough. We have a 5-way tie for 0 points. Oh, this is gonna hurt my brain. Hopefully I do this right. Let's do the 5-way tie first. You guys help me if I start fucking this up. So we have the Arafura versus, oops, the Sky Bullet. Let's let them go. Pretty slow off line for both these guys. Oh, but then the R4 just takes off. The Bullet now gaining some speed, but it's not going to be nearly enough. Right, the R4 takes that one. How do I do this? I might need help here. I guess we'll replace the Sky Bullet, next guy down to Musala. Few less cars per race, maybe you can balance it by making more courses. I don't mind having less cars per race. I'm fine with having 6. 6 is a fine number for the amount of cars. 6 or 8 would be totally okay. I would have no real frame issues, and hopefully they would all be competitive. I don't have a problem with dropping the less competitive cars, like everybody who scored 0 on this one. The problem is I don't want to make that decision hastily. I don't want to say after one race, because the 44 could spin out and wreck on the qualifying race, and then he would not be able to win the championship like he just did. I don't know. I could use my brain and say, oh, well, he was fast for a minute, but I don't know. And we also had the 72, who did manage to get 1 point, but he was having a lot of issues as well. So he could have been called from the competition if he just happened to wreck out. Liad's car has a real chance of getting points because in the series. Yeah, I knew which one you meant. Alright, so let's face it against the Musala. We're just going to go until, I guess, the Arafura is beaten. It looks like the Musala oh no. It's like as soon as he drops into second gear, the R4 just takes off. Alright, so now do we race... I guess we just keep going against the R4. And once everybody loses, he can be first. Do a survey and see what people pick the most. Yeah. I guess you're right. Alright, now I have Leah's other Swede car, as I have it officially put in my notes. Here it is. Let's see. Oh, I said Liad again. I meant Liad. My bad. I'm gonna have a hard time getting used to that, but he actually beats the Arafura. Just not by a ton, but he does it. So he is actually... We have one more car to race. Let's race one more car against the Arafura. This might not make sense, but just trust me here. We can get this down to just 3 cars. Let's put the MK2 up against the Arafura. And he is going to be a little close, but the R4 looks like he's going to take it. And I have a phone call. And I don't know where my phone is. I don't know that number. Ignore. Alright, R4 won that one. Which means that Liad actually, I'm going to give him 0.5 points. And we'll give the R4 a 0.4. Because we now know that those are the 2 fastest cars on the drag strip. Because the R4 beat all the other cars, so Liad doesn't have to. And we'll now do, I guess we'll do the 56 versus somebody. We'll put him against the Sky Bullet. Another 54 will gain some speed here about halfway through, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Off the line, the 56 just has too much speed. And 54 was catching him, but it's not going to be enough. So 56 wins that one. Let's put the 54, or I'm sorry, the 56 against the Musala. 56 being torched. The exact same thing happened last season too. It went exactly the same. I feel bad. He posted on the website like, "Oh, I can't wait to see how my car performs now that I readjusted it. I think it's gonna do a lot better." And it's just, if anything, it's worse. And I feel bad. All right, Musala versus the 56. All right, 56 is gonna win this one. So that puts the 56 with 0.3 points for the tiebreaker. And our final race will be between the Musala and the Sky Bullet to determine who gets dead last and who gets next to dead last. And we know the 54 picks up speed later on. Oh, this is going to be close. He's going to take it. '54 manages to take the win on that final race, putting him second from last in the entire series. And we give him 0.2 points and 0.1 to the Musala. And we do have one last little thing we have to do. 56 won the drag only because 54 had 5,000 pounds of armor. No, not 5,000 pounds. 5,800 pounds, nearly 6,000 pounds. It was like 5,880, I think. Yeah, 5,880. I have it right in front of me. 5,900 pounds. This thing is a fucking... I was going to say brick, but I don't think bricks would even weigh that much. It looks like it's lead. It's got the color of lead. Alright, so we do have one more tiebreaker. It is the 4th place tiebreaker for the 8K between the 3500 GTS, the Type R, and the Flare Star. So let's race the 3500 and the Type R together. Where are they at? There they are. Now all of these guys scored 1 point. They each got a 3rd place finish at some point during Season 1 of the 8K class. I do think the Akuma Type R is going to come out on top here. Because he was very fast, he just wasn't, he had bad brakes. That was really his only issue that I could tell. Oh, the 3500 GTS, a lot better off the line. 72 is now gaining though. This is going to be a close one. 72 might take it. 72 takes it, just barely at the line too. And I say we run that one more time, but the other lane, just to make sure. Let's put the Valiant in the right lane, and the Akuma in the left lane, just to make sure it wasn't a fluke. Once again, 3500 off the line. The 72 is just gonna barely be able to edge him out right before the end. So let's replace the 34 with the only other car we have, which is the Flare Star. Maybe the guy made the car armored to protect the president, maybe. Oh wait, the 72, am I doing this right? I'm not doing this right, am I? No, I'm doing it how I want to do it. Okay, so the 04 actually beats the 72 with enough room that I'm not going to redo the race. So that's going to give 0.3 points to the Flare Star, 0.2 to the Type R, and 0.1 to the 3500 GTS. And I think that's all correct. And I'll sort these one last time. I'll make sure I get the lightweight done as well. Actually, you know what? The lightweight actually stayed the same. So here's your final standings for 8K. Montavio wins, Valor second, Tapuzit third. We know that already. But we just recently learned that the Flare Star will get fourth, the Type R fifth, the Valiant sixth, followed by Liad, Arafura, 56, Skybullet, and Musala. Your bottom five. All by tiebreaker. And for the other series, the lightweight, the 817 just barely takes it from the Frantic, who had the faster car, but less consistent. Liad's Swedish car did very well. Maybe some minor adjustments, but overall, very well done. Gets third place. Fourth place is the Sprinter, your defending champion from Season 0. And then we have the Boyga, Carmelite, and 56 as the tiebreakers in said order. And that pretty much does it. I think I'm going to do do what I said with the dirt track again and add collision just for funsies. That sounds like funsies to me. Just to kind of round out the end of the stream. Let's get all these things in here. These are so fun to watch, these dirt trucks. I had no idea how great these would be. We had 5 of them. Alright, then we have this guy and then the Ute. Alright, let's deloop. Those two are already delooped. Look how fast we can do this. When there's only 5 cars, this is amazing. Did I get this guy? There you go, he's got it now. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to let these guys go. As soon as they're completely separated, we are going to turn on collision for the rest of that race and see who makes through. We'll do the same elimination thing that we did before, and we'll just turn collision on and off repeatedly to be able to do this. And this should be fucking hilarious. Or just bad. We'll find out. So we have to wait till everybody's completely separated from each other. Still not quite there yet. We'll wait till we're done with this corner here. We're close. Come on. Come on. Let's get a little bit ahead. Right here. I think we're good. Yes, we're okay. Alright. Go to options. Gameplay, simplify collision physics, turn that off. And let's see what kind of shit happens here. Hold on, let me get a better camera view. Oops. Can I not? There we go. Let's put this right up here so we can get some good view of the action. Like, there probably won't be much passing due to this, but I don't know, we'll see. Oh, they're getting pushed out. It's a big collision. This puts the Ute up to second, though. The dirt monster just slams into everything. And we have a fight back here. Oh, someone lost a wheel up there. I don't know who that was. But this guy's gonna win it. Actually, this is a little bit unfair for everybody with this guy, because he always takes the lead originally. So if we keep doing this way, there's no way he'll lose. Although I guess he could fuck up on the jump. Did we only have 2 finishing? Oh, here's our problem. Yeah. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Oh, the poor dirt monster. Yeah, alright, they're all done. Alright, let's not do that then. Let's do one more from start to finish of the dirt trucks, and then we'll call it a stream. Alright, if you weren't here at the beginning, essentially this is going to be an elimination challenge. So after each race, we get rid of whoever DNFs or finishes last if nobody DNF'd. And by the end, we'll just have a race between 2 people, more than likely. And they're just really fun to watch. And the dirt monster manages to take first there. But maybe not for long. Still trying to hang on to it. Let's get a good view of the jump here. Oh! The Doba barely makes it. Maybe some suspension issues now. Second to last corner. It's currently the dirt monster. Yeah, this is the end. We're just doing one last fun one. With the dirt trucks. Who got that? I wasn't paying attention. I was talking. Was it the Sand Crusher? Doesn't really matter. This guy's going to be getting deleted here. We'll go down to 4. Yeah, we probably got like 5 minutes left of the stream. I'm just redoing the pre-show because it's fun. All the actual racing's already done. And my guy, the Freedom Liberator, what did I call it? The Freedom Fighter is actually leading. That's the first time for that. Taking back the Holy Land from the Hebrew Dirt Monster. I don't know if that's offensive or not. Probably. But the Ute now takes first. I'm sorry, the fucking Ute takes first. I can only do Canadian, I can't do Australian, so sorry. Fucking Ute. I don't know. Maybe that's close to Australian. I tried. Fucking Ute. I can't do it. I apologize. But the Sand Crusher. Oh no, the Ute. The Ute takes the win on that one. And unfortunately, the Freedom Fighter is going to be eliminated. They're doing a lot better going over the jumps than they did earlier, though. I'm removing the right one, right? Yeah. Down to 3 now. You can do Russian. That's neat. We're down to 3, just the Sand Crusher, the Dirt Monster, and the Ute. This just looks so cool. Did I do the winner race you suggested? Oh no, I forgot to do that. We can do that after this. It won't take too much. We can do that super quick. Oh no, the Dirt Monster. Oh! But the Ute as well. Both of them having trouble there. If the Dirt Monster can complete it, he'll move on to the final round. But he has to not have a DNF. He has to finish the race. Those are the rules. And just as I say it, he tips over and loses lots of pieces to his vehicle. So that's going to be it. That makes the Sand Crusher your winner here. And he won the last time, too. So, I guess it's only fair, first of all. Let's do a winner's race on the dirt first. And then we'll do a winner's race on the asphalt. I imagine that I know who the winner is going to be on this one. But it sounds fun. Also, who won? Do you want to know who won? Who won? Do you want spoiled? Sporkle, if you want it spoiled, let me know. I'll show you the standings. Nobody wants to do the winners. The winners are, but your position won't. Yeah, I'll throw it up here. Here, this is, well, you know what I'll do? Here's the lightweight standings. I'll show you those first. There's lightweight. Let me know if you want me to switch that over to the 8K. Are you about, like, okay, there we go, okay. And, here's 8K. Congrats, buddy. It was hard fought, but you made it. Let's see how you do on dirt. So we're in the trucks territory now. But the 44 still manages to get out front first. Is it possible we had the wrong idea here? Oh, I don't know about that. This is hilarious. You could fit both of these cars inside the back of the truck without an issue. They've got to make it over the jumps, though. They're going to have issues with that. Or maybe not. So it seems all you have to do to win the dirt race is build a sports car. I don't know. I still don't trust it. I think we have to wait till the end here. Although the Montavio is... oh, just leaping and bounding, man. No problem. But here's the gap. Does he make the gap? He does. With ease. I see some parts flying off some cars. He's actually going to manage to win this race as well. Good lord. That is just awful. Sand Crusher does come in second. That is hilarious, though. Okay, so we have a new strap for this series. Possibly. That was a surprising... I didn't expect that to go as well as it did. What kind of tires do you have on the Montavio, Smunkle? Those can't be slicks, right? Or semi-slicks, rather. There's no way they do that well in the dirt. Montavio's nuts offline. Yeah, it does have semi-slicks? That BeamNG, you need to fix that. That's not right. The car with semi-slicks should not be able to even, like, move on dirt. Okay, let's go track 1 for the winner's race. This will be the final race of the day. This is the Montavio versus the... what's the other car? I forgot already. Notes. I need my notes. Oh, the Lynx 817T, right? Versus the Sand Crusher. Sand Crusher not on sand anymore. And unfortunately, we see the result of that. This is a 3-lap race. Final race of the day. If you want to see what the track looks like real quick, it's this one right there. I'm going to do 3 laps on that. Montavio is taking the lead, but not far behind is the 34, the Lynx 817T. Sand Crusher, I assume, is making his way downtown. There he is. Now, did both of these cars? No, actually, the Lynx finished second in this race in the lightweight class. He did not win it. He finished second to the Frantic, being also Spunkle's car. It looks like the 44 is going to take it. We're only 1 lap in, but he's already made a pretty good gap, although we know the 44 has had issues with these S's right here in the past. Some fancy camera work with 2 cars. It doesn't really look as cool, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, it's just a smooth ride for the 44 here. Lynx is keeping up with him though. He's not right on top of him, but he is keeping up. So the 44, once again, your winner for the 8K series. This vehicle has the largest engine, by far, almost, in the class, at 7 liters. Closest to that would be the Sky Bullet, who did not do very well at all. Oh, poor Sand King, what's it called? Sand Crusher. I don't know what happened to him, but he died. Yeah, next closest to the Sky Bullet, who did not do very well at all, did not get a single point at 5.9 liters. So, of the cars that actually gained points, I believe the 7-liter engine in the 44 car here is twice the size or more of every other car, being a 7-liter V12, making 874 horsepower. Only car making more horsepower than that was, once again, the Sky Bullet at 1,200 horsepower. Unfortunately, the Sky Bullet also weighs about 3 tons, literally, 5,800 pounds, over that, 5,900 more like, and was not able to perform very well, despite being the 4th place contender for Season 0. But the Montavio, just having the bigger engine all around and still being able to smoothly keep it on the track, is why he won, I believe, 5 out of 6 races in Season 1 here. And he is ultimately the fastest car that we have currently in either series. Did the Sky Bullet have all-wheel drive? Yes. And there he is across the line, followed pretty close-ish down the road from the 817. Yeah, Sky Bullet's a 5.9 liter V8, 1,268 horsepower. I think the difference is yours is naturally aspirated. Oh yeah, I was just going off of the ones in this series, Sporkle. Spunkle? Sporkle? Spunkle? Sporkle. My notes say Spunkle. Your name is Sporkle. Yeah, it weighs pretty much twice as much as yours, but it's a mid-engine all-wheel drive turbo versus the Montavio being a front-engine all-wheel drive NA. I don't know, I think the NA cars do better, personally. I don't really have anything to back that up. As a large truck goes down my street, or a loud truck rather. I guess I can't say that he's large, he sounds pretty large. Yeah, let's see. So for lightweight series, the 34 car is turbo. The Frantic is NA. Third place would be Liad, and his was NA. So yeah, this turbo car won that one. And then for the 8K, Montavio is NA, right? Second place was the Valor Speedster, and he was turbo. Okay, I guess yeah, it's kind of mixed. Third place is also a turbo car. I'm surprised with the nice mix we have in these series, because it seems like pretty much half and half do it a different way. Like I'm looking at 8K right now, and half the cars are turbo, half the cars are NA, half the cars are like all-wheel drive, the other half are rear-wheel drive, half are mid-engine, half are front engine, or yeah, front, and then we have rear as well. It's kind of like divided up 3-3-3. You can't really compare the weight the same way, but you get the idea. Both your cars are NA? Did I get it wrong? If I said yours is turbo, I was looking at the Sprinter instead. Yeah, both of yours are NA. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, I think we've seen all we need to see here. Your champions. We see right here the 44. And, well, I guess he's technically a champion too. He won both the dirt races, the pre-show and the post-show. And we also have the 34. 34 and 44. Your winners. Oh, I can do the thing. Hold on. I still have this I can use. There we go. Winner. Bam. And also, winner. Bam. Look at that. Look at that fancy production quality right there. I had to download that font. Do you know how much effort that took? It was a hell of a lot of effort. I downloaded it way before this series existed, but I still downloaded it, goddammit. I don't know what I needed that font for. Maybe I didn't download it. I might be lying, actually. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Thank you to all who came out. Thank you to everybody who followed, all that junk. Thank you everybody for participating in the series to begin with. I literally could not do this without you. Like, there's not even like a figurative. I couldn't do it without you guys. I literally, what we're doing right here could not be done without people submitting cars to me. I could make them all myself, but nobody wants to fucking watch that, because that's fucking stupid. So, it takes you guys, it takes me, it takes all of us to do this. It takes Twitch, it takes automation, it takes BeamNG. So, you know, thank those guys too. And someone's trying to fucking call me again. Their fucking number, I don't know. On that note, I'm going to ignore that call and go get some stuff done today. So, thank you guys once again. And I will see you, if nothing else, in 2 weeks. I might stream before that, though. See you later. Have a great night, guys.